Yeah, good job there with the fake, though. If we can, because defenses are going to become susceptible to that. Don't know if it's a run or a pass, so good job by Jace there.
Jace takes the snap again. This time he'll pull it down. He fires across, and good defensive play. Good job by the defender getting his hand in. Ball intended for Jaden Corbett. And a flag thrown. And this time it's on the defensive side. Ineligible man downfield. Now, here's my question mark. How do you have a guy downfield if you know it is a designed pass play? There's no way we should be going. So there's something wrong on the front.
Not only on the offensive line, but at the same token, that was a pretty quick catch and throw by the quarterback to get the ball out of his hands quickly. So I just don't. So it may have been a formation thing. Maybe it's we're covered and not, but they probably would have called illegal formation instead. But I find it hard to believe that quickly an offensive lineman's 3 yards downfield, because they do have a box that they can go forward and backwards in to be able to stay not being downfield. So that's kind of hard for me to believe that quickly an offensive lineman is that far downfield.
So we'll have a 2nd down and 16 now. Kyrie Jones still in the backfield. He'll hand off to Jones. Jones across at 35, tries to sidestep a guy, and probably should have ran a little bit more north and south on that one. I think he could have ran the guy over, but good positive yards by Kyrie.
I agree with you. I think if he'd have kept running north, he probably would have gotten 3 or 4 yards after that contact and been a little bit closer for us here on 4th down. But we'll see, on 3rd down here.
So we 3rd down and 7, and we've got Tyrone Jackson this time in the backfield. It'll be offset to the right of quarterback Jace Brzezowski. Brzezowski takes a snap. He fires out in the flat, in and out of the hands. It's another high throw. And, I said this before. I've seen Jace over the maturation period that he's gone through, and sometimes it's just an excitement level in him that the ball rises a lot. He's got to kind of calm himself down a little bit, not try to do so much.
Well, especially when Jaden's 6'4".
Yeah.
You make Jaden have to really reach for a ball, you're throwing it pretty high. Now, it hits him in the hands.
That's 2 series, though.
That is 2 series.
2 opportunities.
Ty Neville's getting the same thing.
Correct.
Unfortunately, I 100% agree, but that's a ball that probably should have been caught and will be caught most of the time, 90% of the time, by Jaden Corbett.
Chris Snyder on to punt. He awaits the snap, and we have a flag.
We're going to call our right in there, right wing back that he kind of moved backwards a little bit. They're going to call him for moving.
Yeah, what's 5 yards in this situation? Gone 5 the other way, you might contemplate going for it, but. So we'll redo 4th down again. 2 minutes ago, first quarter, 7-0 Mustangs. To be honest with you, a rather surprising score. We just can't get anything going offensively to click, play after play. Low snap. Chris Snyder with a nice punt, hanging deep. It'll be taken by Duncan, juggled for a second. Now he'll corral it in at the 27. He stopped immediately right there at the 30-yard line.
Yeah, too many penalties. We're shooting ourselves in the foot.
Yeah.
There's just no question about it.
It's kind of weird. You go back and you look again. We're playing a team that's got 2 games under their belt, and it's not to make excuses, but it makes a difference when you've played a couple of games. You have an idea what's going on. Like when we played Plant City, they already had 1 under their belt. We made a lot of mistakes early in the first half. So, question is, can we fix the mistakes that we've had and make things happen here, as the game progresses along? Ball at the 30-yard line. Mustangs 1st down and 10. Madison will hand off to the interior. Daniels will turn it up. He's going to pick up 5, and now a little bit of a push.
Yeah, kept his legs going.
He's going to get 6, almost 7 yards on that play. Set up a 2nd down and manageable 4.
Yeah, kept his legs going there, and defense ended up having 4 or 5 guys having to take him down, and the offensive line did a good job keep pushing him. Eli Daniels there for a good gain for the Mustangs. Defensively, I don't think we can allow another 5-minute drive here.
No.
And we got to get them out of here within 3 plays here.
Come up, press a little coverage. This time Tyreek Allen will be covering up Jaleel Duncan. This time Madison drops back. He's going to flip it out into the flat. It's just hanging out there, and a good pursuit and a good stop immediately. Samu Vave on the stop and a loss on the play.
Glad to see him back. Had some COVID issue with his family, so he's out last game and finally gets a chance to come back. What a great job. He's lined up in line of scrimmage here, peeling off and making that play in open space there as they threw it to Daniels. Great job. 3rd
down and 6 for the Mustangs. Just under 30 seconds to go first quarter. 7-0 Lakewood Ranch. And Madison will take the snap. He'll flip it out in the flat, wide open, just too much cushion. We're just applying no pressure.
I was about to say it, but that's Jaden Corbett on a corner at number 8. And I just don't I don't like this early making changes in personnel like that where Jaden's really never played corner. Maybe he has in late games or throw out balls, things like that. That to me just kind of let some of those young guys like Duke Dunbar, let them have their chance to rebound after bad plays.
1st down and 10. Mustangs at their own 42-yard line. 2 seconds, 1, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. So at the end of 1, it's Lakewood Ranch 7, Manatee nothing. We'll take a timeout. Hear from our sponsors.
Stop by and get a smoothie and support regular entertainment. 360 Orthopedics with locations in Bahia Vista and Lakewood Ranch. 360 Orthopedics is a proud sponsor of tonight's team committed to getting patients back on their feet, back to work, and back in the gym.
We're back here at Lakewood Ranch High School at the end of 1 quarter. It is Lakewood Ranch 7, Manatee nothing. The Ranch has the ball in their own territory at the 42-yard line. 1st down and 10 to start the second period. Canes, Chad, really just give Lakewood Ranch credit. They're finding the underneath passes.
Absolutely.
That's what they're doing. Manatee just not applying enough pressure there to press against those passes. Here he goes on 1st down. Madison's looking. He's under pressure, and the Canes finally get to him. And listen, I like the idea of Tyreek Allen coming up there to put the hit on him, but, man, put your arms out and wrap the guy up, take him down.
I do. Look, as a defensive coach, you got to bring your arms and bring your feet, wrap up, make sure you do that. There's no question about that.
Because you know what, leading with his shoulder, and what's it lead to?
You're going to miss. And a penalty.
And it leads to targeting down the road.
Question.
Yes.
Penalties, no question. And, the biggest thing right now that I think defensively, one, applying pressure to Madison. You see right there, we finally get back there to him. When he flushes the pocket, it's hard to find someone open. But I think secondary, we're just maybe giving a little too much coverage. Cushion in the coverage game.
I agree with that.
I don't think they have the athletes really to be able to run by us. So my opinion, let's press them. Let's see what they can do with physicality on the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the only one with a chance to get by is going to be Jaleel Duncan. But in order for that to happen, he's going to have to go in motion. He's not going to beat you off the line of scrimmage doing it. 2nd down and 12, Mustangs. Madison drops back, fires out in the flat, and immediately hit as Tyreek Allen came up trying to get the interception. He missed the interception, but a great pursuit. And I believe
that was
Iron Jackson on the tackle. Great job. I like the intent to go after the ball, and then there's Iron to clean it all up.
Sure, I love defensive guys, especially in the secondary, being aggressive, going after the play, and that's what Tyreek did. And knowing that, hey, I've got someone behind me that's going to be there for me, and that's Iron. Iron did a great job tackling the open field.
Here's a 3rd and 12 situation for the Mustangs. This could be a big momentum shift for the Canes. force a punt and get him off the field. Madison drops back, looking, fires out in the flat. He hangs it out there. It is caught and should be just short. But based on where he's putting it, I think he's got the first down, and he does.
Yeah, it looks like he did where he put it in. Really just I mean, I'll tell you this, Madison's throwing it from the other hash mark to all the way over. That's a 40-yard pass almost in itself. It almost seems like we're just being a little lazy in the secondary.
We've got good pressure up the middle. We're flushing him out of the pocket, and give Madison credit. He is staying calm. He's not panicking. Finds his receivers, flips it out, and they're making the plays. First down and 10, Mustangs at the Manatee 48-yard line. Hand off to Daniels. Daniels shakes away from one and still keeps his feet. A pickup of 5 on the play. Set up a second down and 5. Two problems going on right now. Number one, we're giving too much cushion in the pass game. Number two, Mustangs are taking a lot of time off the clock in 2 drives.
They are. Coach West doing a good job for them on the sideline, making sure they're eating some clock up. And, hey, keeping our offense. He knows our offense has shot ourselves in the foot several times. Keep us off on the sideline and we can't score.
Kind of saw this last week. Here we go on second down. He'll fire it out. Intercepted! The ball is intercepted by Jaden Corbett, and he'll go out of bounds right there. Nice job with the guy with great hands, the offensive guy. Normally our wide receiver, probably our best wide receiver, comes up with a big interception right there.
Great job there, and it looked like Madison threw the ball a little bit inside the wide receivers. He's doing an out route towards the sideline. Corbett there, like you say, one of our best wide receivers, just not the best. Obviously has some good hands. Makes the catch, and then has the right of mind to say, let's go take it, try to return as far as I can for my offense. So as offense gets out on the field here, let's see if we can produce something here. Let's not shoot ourselves in the foot like we have in past drives.
So Manatee will start on their own 47. Iron Jackson in the backfield. They'll flip it out to him, and he's going to take the lateral. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, sidestep one guy, and pick up about 3 yards on the play. He'll get the ball right at the midfield stripe, just shy of it, just about the nose of the football shy.
Yeah, you like to see Iron, make your initial move, and let's just get up as far as we can get. But sometimes these guys they play Madden, they play all these juke buttons and all that on Madden. So sometimes they want to do it themselves.
I can't because I can't figure out all the buttons. I gave up on it a long time ago. Second down and 7. Kyrie Jones in the backfield. They will fake the hand. No, they do hand it off to him. A good job by Jays. He faked me out on that one. He'll pick up maybe 2. Looks like it'll be a third down and 5. And yet again, here we sit in a manageable third down situation.
Yeah, and can we get it? And that's been the question is we've had some chances and we've just shot ourselves in the foot with penalties. Here's the thing about with Jace with the last fake you just saw. He's faking the defense as well, and eventually he's going to be able to pull it and throw it.
Kyrie Jones set directly behind Brzezowski. This time he'll throw it out in the flat, and again, incomplete.
And that's another one to Corbett that hits right off his hands, a little outside, but hits right off of Jaden's hands. And Jaden comes from an INT that he just gets to that, and we're just out of sync a little bit. There's no question.
I'm going to tell you a part of it. I'm a lot of times I'm critical of the quarterback and what they do, and right now he's just being, in my personal opinion, he's lazy with his feet. He gets his feet in motion. Now you're going to throw a ball with your feet, not with your arm. And if you don't get your feet in position to make that throw, now you're going to struggle a little bit, and that's what he's been doing on third down, right? Ball's been sailing, ball's been out, so he's missed multiple opportunities. Chris Snyder on to do the punting duties for the Canes. He gets the ball away. A fair catch is called for and taken at about the 12 or 13-yard line. We'll see where they finally set it.
Good punt there by Snyder. We'll take that kind of punt all day long, no question. No return.
They came into the game with a 35-yard average. 41 was his long. And so far, punts tonight have been, can't ask for anything better.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Especially
he's getting a lot more work than I wanted.
That's true. I'd rather have no punts. Let's see the defense out here as we come back. Let's see if Coach Reel or the defensive staff has any kind of solution for are we giving him too much cushion, getting some pressure on Madison, making him make some throws he doesn't want to make.
First down and 10 Mustangs, their own 14-yard line. 8 minutes to go in the first half. Madison takes a snap. He'll flip it out in the flat. And fortunately for the Mustangs, that ball was dropped. And Tyreek Allen was coming in like a missile, looking to get there. If he had another half a step, and he's got a chance to intercept the ball.
I agree. A little high. It was a little lob throw, hit off the hands, went up in the air. If Tyreek had about another half a second, he's probably picking that and maybe taking it to the house.
The one thing I have seen out of Madison, he's been very patient. He finds guys open, but not a whole lot of zip on the ball. He kind of tosses it to where the receivers are going, and hey, credit to him. I mean, so far it's worked out.
It has.
Second down and 10 from their own 14. Now he's going to go. He's going to try and throw it deep. Nobody is there, and nobody could find the ball. No, I mean,
offense or defense,
no one knew where it was. Yeah,
it looked like he threw more towards the sideline, maybe thinking this receiver was going to run a corner route instead of just a vertical, and put over the right hand, the right shoulder of the wide receiver, and even Tyreek Allen, who's covering, didn't look like anybody knew where it was.
So third down and 10. Mustangs have run 2 plays since they got the ball. 10 seconds have gone off the clock.
Yeah, probably not what they want. They probably don't want the clock sitting still like it is. But this is what we want. We want the ball back and get some scores.
I might bring Nathan Hyman on a blitz right up the middle here. He's looking.
Like it.
Madison takes a snap. Here they come under pressure. They flip it out in the flat, and good job out there defensively. Trying to figure out who that was on that stop. 57. I don't have him on our spot sheets. Don't have him on our charts.
Great job, nonetheless, of him coming up and making a play in space with an athletic kid like Eli Daniels. Offensively, you want to have the guy in space, your athletic guy against someone else on defense. Great job there by number 57 coming in space and making the tackle.
Yeah, back-to-back series for the Hurricanes. They've managed to stop the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs, an interception and now a punt. Here he goes. He gets the punt off. It's going to be a fair catch called for by Iron Jackson at the 40-yard line. Should set it up around the 39. They're going to push it across the 40. So it'll be first and 10 at the Mustangs' 39-yard line. And see if the Canes can't get something going. 7:34 to go in the first half of football. Mustangs lead 7-0.
Yeah, not the offensive performance we thought we were going to see from our guys, but hopefully we can get something going here, get some passes caught.
Can't tell that's Dunbar or Jones again. This time they'll hand off, and I believe that's Kyrie Jones straight ahead. Good 8-yard pickup. It's a little bit off the left side right there. Good job to the offensive line.
Well, Kyrie's got six carries for 40 yards so far right now. So he looks like he is the guy that we're kind of going to in the run game, although Jabari had that great run that was called back. But other than that, that was his only carry.
Second down and 2. Chase takes the snap. He'll gives off to him this time. And that time, I know it's a design run right there, but, man, you've got that rollout so wide open. I mean, there has been nobody. There's been 3 times they've run that play. If he would fake that and roll it out, there's nobody there.
Absolutely. And so maybe that's something that, as offensive guys, especially up top, you mark that down. You tell Coach Green, hey, look, the boot off of that play action is open.
Yeah, you run that boot. Then you're going to be one-on-one with Jaden Corbett out there, so he's got the great options. So a loss of 2, set up third down and 4. Canes have yet to convert on a third down. And there we go with movement.
Killing ourselves again.
So from third and 2, second and 2, we go to third and 4, and now third and 9. And now we're going to get a water break on the field, and we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Warning flags are launched before the winds of change arrive. You must plan and prepare for what lies ahead. Your business and personal finances call for a trusted team to help you achieve your goals with numbers you can count on. Serving this region since 1954, CS&L CPAs provides accounting, tax, audit, and consulting services. Our mission is to understand your unique needs and create exceptional solutions. CS&L CPAs is a proud supporter of Manatee High School. Visit us online to find out more.
Lakewood Ranch Touchdown Club would like to thank our Mustang-level sponsors this season: Kelmar, Major League Services, Diverse Development Group,
We're back here at Lakewood Ranch High School. Lakewood Ranch leads 7-0 over the Manatee Hurricanes. 6:22 to go in the first half of football. Manatee will have a 3rd down and 9. After a good run by Kyrie Jones on first down, a loss on second, and then we had an illegal procedure. Every time we start to move forward a step, we take 2 steps backwards. This time Brzezowski takes it, drops back. He's looking. This time he moves his feet a little bit. He's got a man there, and that's pass interference all day in the end zone. Yes, sir. He was trying to get to Ty Nevels. He was there.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, it looks like defensive guys falling and grabbing at the wide receiver. But here's what I like about that play being aggressive on that 3rd and 9. I think Coach Green knew he was going to go for it on 4th down regardless. We're going for it. Let's see if we can get something big here, pop it off deep. And if not, hey, we're going to go for it again. Defense is playing well the past couple series, so be aggressive on offense a little bit.
Well,
maybe a big play is what we need to get out of the funk.
I agree with you. And you go back to what I said earlier. His footwork hasn't been great. That time he moved his feet. He stepped into it. He threw the ball, and he got a little something on it. Led his receiver as he should, and that was a good-looking play by
Probably
Jason.
the best deep ball he's thrown between Plain City games and tonight.
Yeah, that time he threw it ahead, got out in front. And Plain City threw, almost hung on to it a little too long. Yeah,
a couple short.
Yep. Kyrie Jones will set up right behind Jace Brzezowski on 1st and 10. They'll hand to Kyrie straight up the middle. He'll basically kind of push the first guy down to the ground and manage to pick up 4, maybe 5. We'll see where they place the football. Call it 4, 2nd down and 6. Kyrie will check out. Iron Jackson will come in to the backfield.
I got a text down to Gene. I don't know if Jabari Dunbar is perhaps hurt.
That one long run.
He hasn't been in since that long run, so we'll see if we can find out.
This time he'll fake it. He's going to boot it back out. He's rolling, he's looking, and this time he tries to pull it down, and he had a guy there. He just didn't deliver it.
Yeah, missed him. Saw there's a wide receiver. Looks like it's Nevels kind of saying, hey, I'm open, and he just missed him. And sometimes it's tough when you're rolling out there as a quarterback. But we talked about that. There it was. Coaches saw that boot was open, and at least we're trying to take advantage of some of the things we're seeing.
The boot was there. How about more of running a route that's more to the interior, and then you got to really drive and come back. We're not really coming back. Everybody was still kind of going away. We did have I'll call it, he's the tight end. He was dragging across there, was open as well for a brief moment. So it'll be 3rd down and 10. Jace takes a snap, draws back. He looks. Now he's trying to pull it down. He's going to try and sidestep a guy. He's under pressure. Flips it out into the flat, and this time, Iron Jackson, they make something out of nothing.
Absolutely. Great job by Jace to be heady.
Yeah.
A little bit of scary, though, because you're getting guys grabbing around your ankles, and you don't know where defenders are. But way to be heady there and see Iron and dump it to him. I know it's gain of 3 or 4, but, hey, it's still better than getting sacked for 4.
It'll be 4th down and 7. Ball at the 22-yard line of the Mustangs.
Maybe a hard count, see if we can jump them off sides and get some free yards here.
If you're asking yourself at home, why don't they kick a field goal? Well, we don't have much in the way of kicking right now. So Brzezowski drops back. He looks. He fires out. He's got a man open. That's going to be enough for the 1st down.
Ooh, first Nerion. There we go.
Yeah, that's a guy we've been looking at.
I love him.
Yes.
Listen, the guy's tall, and he's got strides. A little bit taller than Jaden, actually. Great hands. You can see right there. There's some zip on that by Jace. But great job by Arion Neri. I think that's his first reception of the year, coming up big with a 1st down catch.
Yep, 10-yard pickup on the play. This time, Iron Jackson will be behind Brzezowski in the backfield. Turn, they'll hand to Iron. He's going to sidestep to the right. He's down to the 10, to the 9. Sidesteps another guy. Gets down to about the 6-yard line. Good heads-up running right there. Keeps his head up. He sidesteps a few guys in good positive yards, and now Kyrie Jones will step back in.
Yeah, not a bad job there by Iron. And has not had a whole lot of running in his career here at Manatee, but I think he could be a great running back. He's got the skills really to do any position.
Absolutely.
He wants. Maybe not offensive line.
Nah, but outside of that, I wouldn't be afraid to put him there. So 2nd down and 5. Kyrie Jones gets it. This time he's ankle tackle right there.
Great tackle by number 34 from Lakewood Ranch coming in on the backside. Looked like a blitz, maybe the backside A or B gap. And great job by him just making a great tackle on Kyrie. It was only him. And it was a shoelace tackle, and if he wasn't there, I think Kyrie scores.
So it'll be 3rd down and 5. And I'm going to tell you right now, if this is me right here, Jaden Corbett, take a little step in towards the middle and go out towards the outside pylon, and we move early.
There's the shot to the foot.
He just gives us a little bit more room to work here. I'd still run the fade route
I'm with you.
to this corner.
Absolutely, I'm with you.
I think you got a height advantage coming over here. Now they're going to flip-flop where they got guys lining up. Still not wrong throwing Neary going to that corner. Now they may go to the corner to the other side. We'll see what they do here. 3rd down and 10. Brzezowski takes a snap. He looks. He's going to roll right. He's got plenty of running room. He's got to put his head down, and he's going to come up just short of the 1st down.
Looks like he fumbled there, but I think fortunately for us, it went out of bounds. If I can see that far, I think we're just short of the 1st down. And I think on 4th down here, you go for it.
I think you got to go for it. And
no question.
You're going to set the ball on the 5. It looks like we're going to have to get to about the 3. Manatee will take a timeout here. And we'll take a timeout as well. You're watching Manatee Hurricane football presented by Conley Buick GMC. We're back here, Lakewood Ranch High School. 2 minutes, 11 seconds to go, first half. Canes are going to have a 4th down and a long 2 situation here, down 7-0.
Power backfield.
We're going to go to the power backfield. It's Devon Stewart back there, along with Ty Nevels. Kyrie Jones will dot it. This time they'll hand off to Jones. He's powered his way through. Touchdown! Kyrie Jones off the left side. A 5-yard burst off the left, and a good job by that front and the other 2 backs they brought in to force it open. There really nobody touched him for the first 2 yards.
No, he wasn't touched. I saw them running that play earlier in the week, and we did a lot of that last year actually against Venice, and it did really well for us. I think they bring in Devon Stewart and they bring in Nate Hyman as the other up back, and just run behind those big guys and look, go get it, go after it, and great job by Kyrie to see it, and his 10th carry on the night for 49 total yards, and now that touchdown.
So Chris Snyder will come on with the point after attempt to tie the football game at 7, 2:05 to go, first half of football. Jace Brzezowski there to hold it. Snap is up a little bit. He gets it down. The kick is up, and the kick is good, and we are tied at 7.
So we gotta listen to this. So 11 total play drive, which is a beautiful thing. Almost 8 minutes long. 5-yard touchdown, 40 yards total on the drive. 5-yard touchdown by Kyrie Jones, that was his 10th carry for 49 yards. And the offense now tying it up 7-7. All your game stats are brought to you by CSNL CPAs. Visit them at CSLCPA.com. They provide accounting, taxation, auditing, and consulting. All of your scoring recasts brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. As usual, 2 locations, Sarasota and Manatee. Visit Buccaneer Pond.
Yeah, go in there and see old Brad Meek. Maybe you can come up with a smoker. That's what you're looking for. You might have one over there. There you go. That's where you need to go check out. Football season is here. This weekend should be mediocre weather-wise, but football-wise, you can't ask for anything better this weekend.
Looking forward to a good clash at night, 7:30, Auburn and Georgia. You know, those two teams taking on early is going to be beautiful.
Chris Snyder on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Goes, puts his right foot into it. It will come down around the 13-yard line. That'll be Daniels on the return, and still on his feet, trying to fight for yards, finally pushed back the other way. He will get the ball out to about the
Vin Osterbridge down there on the sideline, letting us know that it does look like Jabari Dunbar is hurt. Looks like he's got something wrong with his wrists. On the sideline, they're icing it. No prognosis yet. We don't know exactly what it is, but Kevin, thanks for letting us know.
Shave it and tape it. That's the old ways.
Yeah. Those ways, I believe, are gone.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, with the way our society and world's going, those days of rubbing.
That's too bad because he had a great run. That one was a holding penalty. He brought it back, and it's a shame to see him out. First down and 10, Mustangs at their own 25-yard line. Madison will take the snap. He'll throw it out into the flat. Jaleel Duncan will take it. He's to the 25, to the 27-yard line. Finally taken down by Samu Vave.
Yeah, just a little bubble route there, and it looked like holding on Tyreek Allen as he's trying to get away from the receiver and make a play. But good job by Samu getting out there from his outside linebacker defensive end spot and making a good sure tackle.
Kind of showing they got some pretty good speed sideline to sideline right now. Second down and 8. Madison looks over the Current Canes defense. He'll take the snap. He looks left. He fires underneath, and nobody is there. Trying to get the ball to Jaleel Duncan, but a good job by Samu Vave again. This time he just cut that route off.
He did have a little zip on that ball that time, though.
Yeah.
And maybe a little more than he really needed to. But, yeah, now brings up a third down and 8. And you know what? Listen, we've got all our timeouts left. We can get a stop here. 2 timeouts left. We get a stop here, a little over a minute left. We got a chance to get the ball back in the end zone.
Yep, big third down. As they say in the college level, this is the money down. Let's see what happens. Third down and 8. Manatee showing blitz. Nathan Hyman creeping up towards the line. Here he comes. They're putting some pressure on him. He flushes out of the first one and throws underneath. Incomplete, intended for Jaleel Duncan. And that'll bring on a punting situation with a 1:08 to go. And
although we didn't make the sack there, the pressure calls
the
play. Pressure calls the play there, and Madison's having to scramble and tries his best to get, throw against his body where he's running left, trying to go right to Jaleel. But although we didn't make a sack there, the pressure causes that play to be negative one for Lakewood Ranch and a positive one for us.
Fourth down and 8, 1:08 to go. First half of football. We're tied at 7. Tyreek Allen and Iron Jackson will be back deep for the Hurricanes on this punt. Drew Clark awaits the snap. It's a good snap. Gets the kick away, and this is going to be returnable from the 41. Across midfield goes Iron. Across the 45, across the 30 to the 20.
No.
He's going to be. We got 2 flags down. This is coming back.
Yeah, it was. They're going to call a block
blindside
defensive player. You can't do those kind of hits anymore with the penalties we have. It was a clean hit. It was not behind the back. It was not anything dirty. But unfortunately, they're trying to take it out of the game. And unfortunately, too, something you don't want to see anybody get hurt. But that was McLeod peeling back, and it was a legal hit as far as nothing dirty.
Right.
But they're going to call that now in today's game. They're going to call defensive player, and hopefully whoever that is for the Lakewood Ranch. Mustangs on the ground. Hopefully he's good. Looks like he is getting up. But unfortunately, Nate Gates a really good return.
Yeah, Nate Gates a 39-yard return. It would have taken that ball all the way down to the 20-yard line. So they'll bring this back to the spot of the foul. That's going to be around the – well, they got 2 flags down. I'm assuming it's going to go from the 47-yard line, and then they'll march it off from there. Let's see which 47 they use. 2 flags, both of them at about the same spot on each side of the midfield. Personal foul. Well, as Chad said, it was a blindside block, and
yeah, it's extremely hard. And if you played, you know it's extremely hard to really pull yourself off of a block like that. It wasn't dirty. It wasn't dirty. And so McLeod didn't do anything dirty, and I don't know if they do ejections or anything like that.
I don't think he shouldn't have got thrown out for that.
No, it wasn't to the head. He wasn't launching himself. McLeod's a bigger individual, and just it was a stone cold hit.
So 54 seconds to go in the first half of football. The Canes will start at their own 37-yard line. Let's see if they can move this thing down to pay dirt. They're going to play a prevent defense against them, so get it out into your hands. Talented receivers. Brzezowski will throw it underneath and just flat miss the guy.
Yeah, a little screen route, little middle screen set up for Roy Burchett Jr. And if it gets into the hands of Lil Roy,
he can move.
He flies.
Yeah,
he flies. He's a track guy, AAU track guy in middle school. Won the 100. The kid can fly, but just a little too far. He's a little shorter, a little too far. And Jace had pressure in his face.
I like the idea. I wouldn't mind going back to it again.
I agree with you.
They weren't defending it. They're playing a prevent, so it's going to be there.
Right now.
Second down and 10. Canes are there again at their own 37-yard line. This time Chase will pull it down. He'll run it straight ahead and slides. Pickup of 6. It'll be third down and 4. Clock's running. We got 30 seconds left. I don't think unless you reel off a big play, they may not do much anything here.
Yeah, I don't know if we're slow to call play in, no timeouts. You know, we do get the ball back to start.
Right.
Maybe we're just happy with, hey, let's go in. We've struggled a little bit on offense. We're not in sync or backstreet.
We'll take a timeout right here before. That's what they do. Yeah, I wouldn't take any chances. I mean,
here's some local scores, though. Just kind of going on score stream. Palmetto up 14-0 first quarter over Braden River. Sarasota down 20-0. Venice beating them in the first quarter.
Well, they let the clock run out, so that'll be the end of the first half. Game is tied. Manatee 7, Lakewood Ranch 7. We'll take a timeout. We'll have the Shake Pit halftime report and maybe hear something from our Alumni Association as well. You're listening or watching Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Manatee High School was established over 100 years ago in 1897. Since its inception, Manatee High School has fostered a spirit of excellence, loyalty, and proudly promotes the welfare of past Manatee County graduates and our future generations. The Manatee High School Alumni Association is a 501c3 not-for-profit organization with a volunteer board of Manatee High School alumni. Participation in our dedicated association is free, and we welcome members to volunteer with us. Through our various programs and events, we promote camaraderie, spirit, and service to the thousands of graduates we represent. We're devoted to offering exceptional opportunities for alumni who still maintain strong bonds. To date, we have an astounding 5,103 proud registered alumni members. Our oldest active members are proud Canes from the class of 1932. Our fantastic Alumni Association website is free to members and provides information such as monthly class luncheons, numerous photos, online yearbooks to view and for purchase, a classmate directory, and other beneficial information. Generous donations and alumni support also assists with providing exciting class reunions for graduates as far back as 1943. The Manatee High School Alumni Association focuses on several key components to our graduates, past, present, and future. At the heart of everything we do, we equip Manatee graduates with tools and techniques to help support their potential. Today, we provide a $500 college scholarship to 5 dynamic and promising Manatee High School graduates of all financial challenges. Our mission, possible through generous donations, is to increase the number of scholarship opportunities to more students, providing aid to graduates with their education, developing confidence, as well as real life and personal leadership work skills. Financial need, desire to better themselves, and academic ability are the main criteria for these scholarships. Mentoring is vital and provides professional socialization and personal support to facilitate growth among graduating students. The Manatee High School Alumni Association supports quality mentoring that greatly enhances students' chances for success. Through generous donations and support of Manatee alumni, mentor programs are available and pair outgoing students with alumni in similar career fields. Donations and alumni support also allows the Manatee High School Alumni Association to continue its tradition of recognizing and honoring outstanding MHS alumnus. Nominations are accepted on our free membership website. Outstanding alumni award nominations are submitted and are awarded to a graduate of Manatee who has demonstrated a superior level of commitment to our alma mater, who has distinguished themselves through an active participation in our community, those on the fields of Manatee High. These honorees are also recognized for having a positive influence on the lives of others. Inductees, their families, and friends are welcomed at a reception dinner, followed by an induction program held for the inductees. We're also extremely proud of our first responder alumni for their dedicated and brave service to our community. With donations and participation, the Alumni Association will express our gratitude by implementing and honoring MHS first responders with an awards dinner in addition to other recognition ceremonies. The Manatee High School Alumni Association is also extremely grateful for our courageous alumni for their dedicated service to our country in the United States Armed Forces. We are honored to support all United States military branches. Names can be registered on our website. Go USA! Our Alumni Association is an immense network of professional contacts, all whom already have one thing in common: the honor to be a king. All operations and events to ensure Manatee High alumnus success are financially supported solely by donations. Please consider supporting the Manatee High School Alumni Association today. We are Manatee.
The field is yours for a special performance of Dave. Folks, let's give a hand to our marching Mustangs. Don't forget to hit the concession stands for all kinds of goodies. Nachos, pizza, candy, ice cream. Please remember to wear your masks at all times. Practice social distancing and no standing on the rail. The Lakewood Ranch Touchdown Club would like to thank our Mustang-level sponsors for the season: Kellamar Inc., Major League Services, Diverse Development Group, and Mahoney Concrete. We'd also like to thank 7th Generation Air Conditioning and Heating. If you would like to become a booster sponsor and hang a business or family banner on the fence, please email mustangpdclub@gmail.com or speak with Paula Patton. Lakewood Ranch Football would also like to thank the PD Booster Club and all the volunteers that make this happen. Lakewood Ranch Athletics would like to recognize the sponsors of the scoreboard and video board: Domino's Pizza, Perkins Cool Today, Peace River Electric, Lakewood Ranch Medical Center, 360 Orthopedics, State College of Florida, and Doctors Hospital of Sarasota ER in Lakewood Ranch. If you would like to advertise your business on the video board or on one of our many banner locations, please contact Coach Simmons at 727-6100, extension 2199.
Welcome back here. Halftime, the Manatee Hurricanes and the Lakewood Ranch Mustangs are tied at 7 apiece. Kind of joined here with Chad Choate, my color commentator. Let's kind of recap the first half of football. Basically when you look back at Manatee, just could not sustain any drives. There was a lot of third down conversions we didn't get, missed a couple of passes. Do manage to go down and punch it in once to tie it. It's 7, but it's kind of reminiscent of what we did at Plant City, down 20-6, scored late in the first half, and then really came on well like gangbusters in the second half of that game.
Yeah, definitely a slow start again tonight, and you'd hope that, although we've only had one game, we're now 3 weeks theoretically into our scheduled season. You like to see some more momentum starting in the offense, especially in the first half. But again, like you said, hey, third down is big, especially in the second with high school and on really any level. But we're really only 2 for 7 on first down conversions, which is not very good. And some stats with running the ball, we're really Kyrie Jones is our is our workhorse right now. 10 carries on 49 yards with a touchdown. Jace is 6 for 13 passing with 23 total yards. Our leading receiver is Iron Jackson with 2 catches for 9 yards. You know, Jaden Corbett, our big receiver, only has 8. Neville's had a really good game against Plant City, has 1 catch for 12. So really not a whole lot of offense production on our side, and a lot of that comes down to penalties. Jabari Dunbar had a great, run, 60, 70-yard run, called back for penalties. So we just continue to shoot ourselves in the foot and really never got any momentum going on offense. Defensively, outside of that one series where Lakewood Ranch scores and goes for about 60 yards, we've been all right, and we've gotten some pressure back there on Madison, not letting him just sit back there and throw some balls up to his wide receivers. We got to continue that. I'd like to see our secondary maybe come alive a little bit and maybe have some picks and things like that as well in the second half. And of course, offense gets the ball, and we'll see what we can do with the first drive.
Yeah, you go back, credit the Lakewood Ranch offense, too. They did keep the ball away from us for quite a while there with that one drive. It was well over a 7-minute drive, ate up a lot of clock. I want to quickly touch on some of our sponsors that are with us this year. Each and every year, we got First Southern Bank. If you're tired of big bank buyouts, visit First Southern Bank for all your banking needs. First Southern Bank is a true community bank led by the experienced neighborhood bankers that live and work in Manatee County. That's a full-service bank that offers competitive commercial and consumer loans. First Southern Bank, Manatee Avenue West. Bose Imaging Center, dedicated to bringing you the best in quality radiology imaging. The Bose family has been in healthcare for more than 4 generations. With a state-of-the-art facility that's easily located in the heart of Bradenton near all major medical facilities. It's Bose Imaging Center, where quality and customer service is the standard. Tampa Bay Jaw Facial Surgery of Bradenton. My son Wade was just there today getting wisdom teeth.
Yeah, I heard down the telephone when we talked.
Yeah, so Tampa Bay Jaw Facial Surgery of Bradenton provides dental implants and wisdom teeth removal with an experienced and certified staff. So we got to try and get something going here second half. Get the ball. Let's try and drive down the football field, get points on the board, and see if we can flip this thing.
Yeah, no, I think, like you said, it even kind of remind me this whole year a little bit, other than obviously we won against Plant City, and last year we didn't win our first 3 games, but just a slow start and kind of figuring out what we have on offense, especially with a lot of the injuries and things like that we've had on the offensive line up front. We've got some new guys starting and some guys back. Derek Marie's finally back for us at left tackle. So got to kind of figure that out a little bit as we move forward. But again, I think offensively things are there. We're just a little off. A pass is a yard outside for the receivers to make an easy catch, or it's a yard too high to make an easy catch for a first down. We get some of those things cleaned up, and I think we can. I think the score is much different than actually what it is right now at 7-7.
You attribute a lot of that to 4 quarters of football is all you've played. Actually 6. I mean, you've got 6 quarters
Absolutely.
of football. Lakewood Ranch has 8 under their belt, 10 counting the 2 in this. So it's a big difference. You're still kind of easing your way in. We've played, in essence, really in the big scheme of things, would have been a kickoff classic, and now you're really at your season opener. Going back to season openers, when we beat Plant City 2 weeks ago, that was the first win we'd had as a season opener since 2013.
Yeah, no, that's when you told me that stat earlier, that was a crazy stat to really think about, especially going back to 2013, where we've had some obviously some really great runs. 13 with a really good team, losing to Fort Pierce, who goes on eventually and goes to the semifinals, and then 14 us going to the semifinals against Apopka, and really not be able to have that first game win is kind of remarkable. I didn't even know that was the stat. I mean, it's kind of crazy to think about.
Let's also look at the fact we played some really, really good football teams.
Yeah, there's no question. We definitely, going to Ware County in 14, 15, playing Hoover, National, Power, 15, and 16 going back up to Alabama, playing Hewitt Trussville. It goes on to win the state championship there as well. And actually, number 9, their wide receiver, who torched us really. And I can say that because I was the defense coordinator at the time, torched us and is actually playing for the Dolphins, my Miami Dolphins. We drafted him in the 3rd round this year, and he's starting corner for us. So obviously that kid was electric. But yeah, it's good to start the season off with the win.
Well, then we had Lakeland too. There's another one.
And we had Lakeland as well.
We lost to Palmetto one year because the Lakeland game got canceled after lightning early on. 5 minutes into the game, we lost 6-0 to Palmetto the next week. So, I mean, there's been some really and Palmetto's a good football team as well. They've made a great run last year, losing to Miami Central.
Speaking of Palmetto, 14-7, Braden River scoring there in the second quarter, getting closer. Venice 41-0 over Sarasota.
Not surprised.
As that happens. Port Charlotte 28-0 over Southeast. And I don't have a score on St. Stephen's Northside Christian. BCS, I know, was canceled again. Feel bad for those guys.
They've practiced
3 straight weeks in a row, canceled on COVID. Maybe they should have played us last week. Maybe they'd have gotten a game in. I don't know. But feel bad for the coach and staff and the kids, practicing and putting time in and not be able to get rewarded on Friday night.
All right, so here we go. We're ready for second half football here. Game tied 7-7. Lakewood Ranch going to be kicking it off. It'll be Iron Jackson and Tyreek Allen back deep. This time they flip sides of the football field. Let's see if they'll kick it towards Iron. Drew Clark puts his foot into it, and Iron will go back to try and get it, and it's going to bounce back for a touchback. Barely got in there. Yeah, it barely got past that
pylon.
Now
listen, it's a smart play by Iron because his momentum running to the corner, his momentum most likely is going to take him really close out of bounds and maybe run him out of bounds. And then as a coach, you're saying, what are you doing catching out the 1 or 2 yard line? And I thought it kind of went out of bounds, but what can I see from up here? But
great decision by him. I'm going to say this much. Iron as a sophomore probably would have caught that and ran it out of there as a senior.
100%. He's learned.
Yes. All right, so here we go. Canes will take over on their own 20-yard line, first down and 10, start of the third quarter. Kyrie Jones will be behind him. Chase Brzezowski looks over the defense, takes a snap. He will hand off to Kyrie. He's got a little bit of running room. He'll pick up 3 on the play. Set up a second down and 7 for the Canes.
Nice little 80-yard drive here would be nice for Manatee to come out in the second half and start with some good momentum.
Second down and 7. Manatee will have 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Jace takes the snap. He will hand off to Kyrie, who bounces it to the outside. Now across the 40 to the 45, across midfield, and just like that, we have a pickup of 26, and I'm looking more for flags, and no flags on that play.
I know that's what you're looking back. I saw your eyes looking back. I said, what are you looking back for? I'm going to count the yards up for you, but you're looking for a flag. And it looks like there's something in the middle of the field, but it looks like a towel.
I know. That's what I was kind of keeping my eye on.
Big run there by Kyrie, though.
Ball into Mustang territory at the 49. Brzezowski will hand off this time. The interior is Burchett. Yep. And Roy picks up big yardage right there. I mean, you talk about explosive through the line. 25-yard pickup down to the 27.
Tell you what, little Roy, he's going to be exciting. He's a small scat back type guy. He's not afraid to run in between the tackles. He's physical, and the guy can scoot.
He will stay in the ball game there, offset to the right of Jace Brzezowski, the quarterback. This time he'll flip it out in the flat. It's caught in the flat. He's going to be across the 20. He crossed the 10 to the 5 and down to the 4-yard line. And
listen, I know he's
don't
not,
have
he's
him
not
on my chart, right?
He's back. He was away living with his dad. Came out. EJ is his name, and he's the same age as my son. He is absolutely electric with the ball in his hands, as you can see right there. The kid's going to be special for us as he gets acclimated back into some game playing here.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Stoller the other day. He says you can't catch him in a phone booth. He's so quick. Here we go on first and goal. It'll be a handoff to Kyrie Jones, driving 40s down to about the 2-yard line. It'll be second down and goal. Hey, turn around and give it to him again. That's the way I look at it.
Absolutely. Reward the big fella. You know, he broke off a 26-yarder or so. Reward the guy with getting him in the end zone.
We'll go with the jumbo set, it looks like.
We'll take it.
We bringing in there. We got Devon Stewart, and that's Nathan Hyman, correct?
It is, yeah. Brought an extra tight end as well. Looks like Harvey actually.
So from the 2, we'll hand off to Kyrie. He's trying to find running room off the left side. Didn't have much there, and thought he should have stayed interior a little bit more. He bounced to the outside, just nothing really developed.
Yeah, I think bounced a little bit too quick.
Yep.
It's obviously easy for us to see up here as play develops. You know, we can see it from this vantage point. It's much different being down there. But, yeah, thought he maybe bounced it a little, about a second too early out to the outside hole as Iron comes in now.
Yep, Kyrie checks out. Iron Jackson will now set up in the backfield. Looking at a jumbo set off the left side. He'll take it. They'll hand it straight up the middle, and he just walks in easy. Touchdown, Iron Jackson. That'll put the Canes up 13-7, point after attempt coming.
That's the kind of second half start to second half you want to see from the offense. Great drive there, and culminating into a touchdown there for Iron.
They look over the defense, and they snap it over real quick, and they're going to drive it straight ahead for the 2-point conversion. It's in.
We'll take it. One of the things that Coach Shakir, stresses, look, we're going to line up like that all the time. And if you're not there and you're not defending it correctly, we're going to shovel it over there, and we'll take 2 every time. And it's really on. Coaches see it from the sideline. Players get it. Really good communication from the sideline to the players in order to do that. Hey, great drive there. 6 plays. No third downs at all on the drive. 80-yard drive there. Ended with a 2-yard run by Iron Jackson. Obviously a couple big runs there from Kyrie Jones, from Roy Burchett, and also a great reception there from EJ to get us down in there. All scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pond. 2 locations, Bradenton and Sarasota. Go visit Buccaneer Pond.
Yeah, that was a great drive, and it was really nice to see Roy Burchett get involved into that offense and see a little bit. I mean, it's kind of like thunder and lightning between the two.
Absolutely. No question. As a defense, it puts a lot of pressure because you're used to seeing Kyrie Jones at 230, and you see him when he's coming. Little Roy, call him Little Roy, but Little Roy is lost behind the line of scrimmage, and you don't see him until he's a blur.
Just pops
running
out.
Right by.
Yeah, almost like a little water bug, I just boop, 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 gone. Here we go, the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Chris Snyder bangs it deep. It's carrying back to the 1-yard line. It's going to be across the 10 to the 15, and Manatee's special team swarms him under at the 15-yard line.
Great coverage.
Very good coverage on that. 9:01 to go. 15-7, Manatee leads, and I say 9:01 to go. That's third period.
Quarter, but either way, hockey.
Yeah,
what a great!
I do that all for Kevin Murphy. It just gets him all upset every time I say it.
The Lightning win the Stanley Cup.
He can't stand it when I say it. I'm gonna keep doing it. Yeah, tomorrow. I'm looking forward to tomorrow. Florida opens up at noon.
I like early kickoffs. The wait around so long. You know what I mean?
I do a lot of and the group of guys with Vic Hoffman, Johnson. We do a lot of cooking and getting prepped. You got to get up awfully early to do all that stuff. So, 1st and 10, Mustangs at their own 15, 9:01, third quarter. Here we go. It'll be a pitch out. Good pursuit by the Canes, trying to cut him off, and they do, and it'll be a 2-yard loss on the play. Very good pursuit.
Samu's not going to get the credit for the tackle, but he's the one that really, the defensive end there spot, really pushes Eli. I think it was Eli Daniels. Pushes Eli out to continue to go sideline to sideline, allowing Tariq Allen to come up there and make a play. And Tariq, great job filling the alley there, doing exactly what he's supposed to do. So good start there to the series.
Really mark it at the 14, so the loss of 1, second down and 11. This time Madison will have 3 receivers to his right. Daniels behind him. Take the snap. He'll look. He'll hand it the interior to Daniels. He'll be the 15, about to the 17 where he stood up. Very generous mark there, putting it all the way out to the 19-yard line.
Yeah, I definitely thought didn't quite get as far as that, but that's okay. Derek Harvey looking over the side saying, look at my shoulder pads. My shoulder pads are ripped out of my jersey. Typically that means holding, so we'll see if we can kind of get that straightened up. 57, we don't have a name for that number there for us, but he was on the tackle.
No idea. Mystery. I probably have a roster that was emailed to me. I just failed to print it. We go on 3rd down. They're trying to get pressure. Hyman overshoots him, and now they make Madison pull it down, but he's short of the 1st down. It'll set up a 4th and about 2. And let's see what Coach West decides to do here.
That's probably the 4th or 5th time now we bring Nathan Hyman on a blitz inside there, and I like to see him maybe make a little more moves, almost like a basketball player, to get by that offensive lineman.
Here we go. They're going for it. They're showing they're going to go for it. Let's see what they do. Try and draw him off sides is going to be my guess. Now Madison goes up to the line of scrimmage, goes under center. He'll take it himself and try and push it forward, and Manatee defense was there. And
no,
I'm not sure that he got it. He's going to be awfully close.
I'll say this: good call by Coach West to see it, and even our Harvey, our defensive end, kind of trying to get down there, just not quick enough. But yeah, I mean the B gap was wide open there for Madison to take it, unfortunately, but it was close.
Yep, first down Mustangs on the 4th and short.
Got somebody hurt, cramping or something. Lewis, I believe, our nose tackle.
Derek Lewis. Yeah, he was trying to go off, and I saw one of the players.
Markel's like, no, get down. Well, as a coach, you're always one of those guys to get down just because it allows you some time to get whoever your replacement is to get in there and get ready to go. Plus, look, if you're really hurt, no reason to walk off the sideline 20, 30 yards when you could be carried if you're really hurt.
Well, based on what he's doing, it looks like more of a cramp kind of in the calf area.
Not too muggy of a night, though, but a lot of times when you're cramping, that's because you're not hydrating yourself in days prior to the event, but that's neither here nor there.
Got the old door slammer over here.
We're in a popular corridor.
I'll tell you what. Everybody coming by. First down and 10 Mustangs on 25-yard line. Madison take the snap. He'll hand to the interior. Nowhere to go. Manatee snuffed that out immediately. Good job of reestablishing that line of scrimmage. Everybody up front.
Absolutely, all 3 defensive linemen.
Yeah, I got to give a lot of credit right there. That was Ron Harley.
Meek checking in to in replace of Lewis, and Devon Stewart will come out probably with the tackle when the stats are said and done. But all 3 of them, great job setting the penetration, setting line of scrimmage about a yard or 2 back.
Zachary Meek, he got off the ball quick right there.
He did.
Second down and 12 for the Mustangs now. Madison takes the snap. Kane's trying to bring some pressure. It's a straight hold, and they miss it, and finally the flag goes.
Sorry, I'm jumping in.
No, you were right.
Is it
a hug or a bear hug? I mean,
that was pretty obvious. Cornell Thomas on the blitz there in the A-gap. Guard couldn't do anything other than get run over just to hold them. And sometimes offensive linemen, you don't want your quarterback to get crushed. That's what you're going to do. You're going to have the penalty. But let's make sure we call it, and they did, and I'll give them that. But not as quickly as I would have liked to see.
Take that penalty right there. You're going to go half the distance of the goal from where it's at because they get the
inside
flags at the 18. So really the 17. So you go half the distance. See, they'll probably put it on about the 10. 9. Yep, finally drop it on the 9-yard line. So it'll set up a second down and long situation. We have a water break on the field. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC. Back at Lakewood Ranch High School, 6:26 to go, third quarter. Manatee leads 15-7. Holding penalty on the last play by the Mustangs, so it'll be a second down and 26. Ball is on the 9-yard line. Yeah, just drop it, Jed. We're all right. We'll get it later. Madison with 3 receivers. Actually, 2 receivers to his right, 2 to the left. Takes it, and he's going to hand off the interior. A safe play. Pick up a few yards and get out across the 10 to about the 12.
Yeah, didn't fool anybody there with a little running back draw there, and defense was there to swarm and make the tackle there. And they're just trying to get out of the shadow of their goalpost here and maybe get something. Third and long again. I expect something very similar, maybe a screen play, very easy throw here, but nothing. I don't see them doing anything crazy being at their own 10.
Third and 23. Madison, 2 receivers either side. Drops back. He's looking left. Now he's going to pull it down. He's going to roll to his right. He's going to flip it out underneath, and Daniels has got plenty of running room. He's got the first down across midfield. It's a matter of him outrunning everybody, and it's going to be Iron Jackson that finally tracks him down at the 15-yard line.
Apparently I was completely wrong, and they got a huge play, 80-yard play. The opposite 10. There is a flag, and somebody hurt on Manatee.
It's going to be a face mask because that was during the tackle.
It looks like maybe Markel Jackson is the one that is down for Manatee.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it really wasn't designed play. It was a scramble. Eli kind of came out of the backfield and turned just to look to say, hey, I'm here as a check down. And sure enough, he was there as a check down. He threw it, and really Tyreek was the only one there and got blocked, and he was out for the races. And not a great third down right there from Manatee Hurricanes.
Now 3rd and 23, they converted in a huge way. Moves the ball all the way down to inside the Manatee 10. It'll be 1st and goal at the 9 for the Mustangs. And again, I feel like I'm watching Florida play 3rd and longs, and we just seemingly struggle in them time and time. It's almost like we're losing where the receivers are.
Yeah, and especially and so when
that's the guy coming out of the backfield.
Guy in the backfield coming out, that's your linebackers, no question. Linebackers have got to be aware that, hey, he's checking, he's looking to see if he's got to block anybody. Once not, he's out the gate, and he's going to try to go see be a check down, and that's something linebackers got to be aware of. And I just don't know, obviously, in that particular moment, they weren't.
1st down and goal for the Mustangs, 5:20, 3rd quarter, 15-7 Hurricanes. Dan, take the snap. He fires underneath, and he had a guy open right at the goal line. He just missed him.
Yeah, blown away. He was definitely there, blown away, and Iron just behind that wide receiver, wasn't even guarding him. Could have maybe caught it, but, that was tough interception. But listen, you got away with one there with the guy wide open. That can't happen again. Madison does find the open guys if he's got time. I mean, he's showing again and again now this game. He'll find them if they're open if he's got time.
It's Madison again on 2nd down and goal. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looks back over to the sidelines to Coach West looking for the play. Daniels in the backfield, offset to his left. Madison takes it, fires a quick and slant, and it's in and out of the hands. It should have been intercepted right through the hands of
Cornell Thomas.
Cornell Thomas had it.
Gosh, there's a reason why he's playing defense, and that's the reason. Oh, my goodness, right in his hands. Could have been a huge defensive play if Cornell's can squeeze that pigskin there and catch that. But, listen, another 3rd down. This is big. I don't know if Lakewood Ranch will even try to kick it. You get a big play like you did on that last 3rd down. This is big.
3rd and goal. This time he'll have trips to the left in a bunch set. Madison takes it. He's going to roll to his left. He's looking, and nowhere to go, and the Canes will sack him. It's a sack back at the 14-yard line. Good job by the defensive backs. Good coverage on that one, and that sack is the American Car Care defensive play.
Yeah, no, great job by defensive lineman pursuing linebacker Nate Hyman. I think we'll end up with the sack there, but I don't mind that call from Coach West. Get Madison out of the pocket. 3 receivers to his left. Let's see. Hey, if you can run, if there's nothing there, do it. If you can see something open, throw. So not a bad play call there by Lakewood Ranch as they come on and try to make a kick. What a 30-yarder.
Yep, Drew Clark, and we're offsides. Good grief. Iron tried to get the jump. He blocked one last week, so it's hard for me to get upset.
He blocked one against Payne. He's saying, no, they moved. And maybe that's the case. We'll see. But you're right. I talked to him in the podcast, the week after playing City, and I said, look, there's not a lot of guys who will lay out like that. It's different when you got a little pad or something like that you're falling onto. But to be jump in front of a ball when a guy's kicking it full force and laying on the ground and be full laid out, that takes a special dude, and see if he can do it here.
It was an illegal procedure. Back it up, set the ball on the 20. This will be a 35-yard attempt off the left hash mark for Drew Clark. See if Iron can get there this time. Here's a snap. Kick is up, and it is good from 35 yards. Well done right there by Mr. Clark. It'll cut the lead to 15-10.
Yeah, and I know talking to Coach West before the game, Clark he just came from the soccer team. Has only been kicking for about a week, and their kicking coach, Lakewood Ranch, is former Buck kicker Christie, I believe. Last name Christie. I'm a Dolphins fan, so I don't really remember Bucks guys other than Martine Grammatica.
I don't remember the first name, but I do remember the kicker.
So that's their coach here. And apparently, kid's got a good leg. Soccer player, never really kicked before. But 10-15 Manatee as we go in here to see Lakewood Ranch kick off. I'd like to see us get the return a kick here. I know there's been twice now in the corner, so you haven't had a chance to do it. But I'd like to see either Iron or Tyreek with the ball in their hand, and see what we could get on a kickoff return.
Well, you go back to the last couple of kick returns we've had. We've been setting up on the 15. This time we're going to drop back to the 5, kind of respect the fact that he's got a pretty good leg.
And he's moving out towards here the corner.
Yeah.
So let's see what he does. Maybe puts another corner. I don't know.
Well, and my guess is he's going to kick to this corner again. I mean, you're going to kind of use this hash to kind of peel everybody over to. Drew Clark on to do the kicking duties here to kick it off. 3:53 to go. Third quarter of play. Here's the kick, and it's going to be coming down to Iron Jackson at the 2. It's going to be across the 10 to 15. He's going to get across the 20. Sidesteps another guy across the 30 to the 35 before he's finally taken down. Good return by Iron Jackson out to the 36. That'll be a 34-yard return.
Yeah, not bad right there. And so we'll take a better field position, no doubt. Let's see. The offense has been on the sideline for quite a bit of time, though. Let's see if we can keep our momentum from the first drive we had in the quarter.
Kyrie Jones will come on as the running back here in this series. He's having a pretty good night tonight. Jaden Corbett really hadn't gotten in the flow of it yet. Let's see if we get him kicking. My guess is we'll go to Kyrie here, and he will turn around. He'll fake the handoff to him. He's looking deep. Oh, he had Jordan, and it's wide open underneath. It's going to be Ty Nevels. He's going to be across the 25 to the just shy of the 25 to the 26, 27-yard line is where he goes down. 44-yard pickup.
Yeah,
Ty Nevels just drug across the field right there.
Good job by Jace to kind of be patient. Didn't really have any pressure as he's rolling out there, and just sees Ty. Does a great job just striking Ty right there in his hands. And Ty Nevels doing a great job turning up and running. And he's been a great addition to the Hurricanes.
So one play, the Canes are in Lakewood Ranch territory now at the 27-yard line. First down and 10. Jace takes a snap, looks, he fires out into the flat. And it's going to be Arion again. Arion with another catch.
Yeah, Arion Neri there now. 2 catches on the, 2 catches on the night now and up to about 24 yards total reception yards after really not catching anything against Plain City. But he's a beautiful, the guy is 6'6", looks just like Corbett. 2 big bookends there at the wide receiver spots for us, number 13 and 14.
That reception was enough for a first down, 11-yard pickup. Brzezowski takes a snap. He pump fakes. Now he's looking to look down the field. He's going to throw towards the end zone. He just kind of throws it away, and a good decision by Jace to throw that ball away.
Yeah, I got pressure and a little bit too quickly there for him to wait for the – looked like they were doing a stop and go with Neary down here at the bottom of the field, and just too quickly pressure on him. Good heady play to say, you know what, let me get out of it, not get sacked, and just throw the ball away.
So it'll be 2nd and 10. I don't know what we're kind of looking at. I don't know if we had a penalty down or what. Let's see if there was.
They blew the whistle
holding
to stop the clock, but I don't see
on
a flag.
On the defense. There we go. Defensive holding. So
I never saw a flag.
I didn't either.
I heard the whistle blow and the clock stop, and Jace runs over. I never saw a flag. It must have been with the double move here by Neary.
Correct.
And he was held up to be able to go to the end zone like he wanted to. That must have been where the flag happened.
So they'll move the ball down to the 8-yard line. So they'll set up. We'll have a first down and short 3, long 2. I tell you right now, you could flood this side and then just run a skinny post with
100%.
Corbett, and he'll be open all day. Here we go on first down and short yardage. They'll hand off to Kyrie. He's going to be across the 5 to the 4, the 3, 2, 1. Touchdown, Kyrie Jones. An 8-yard run off the right side, and that'll get the Canes up to 21-10 lead.
Really wasn't touched till the goal line there, and great run there by Kyrie, who's now got 15 running attempts for 90 yards total on the night with 2 touchdowns.
There we go. We set it up again. Let's see if they'll flip it out one more time. Nope, they're going to bring him over. Had a setup for the 2-point conversion with that wall set to the left. Now Chris Snyder will get set to kick. Jace Brzezowski will do the holding. Here's a snap. The hold is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. I cannot see it through this screen.
Yeah, but it is good. And scoring recap there, only 3 plays. So quick strike there from the Hurricanes. I love to see it as a quick strike play, although defense doesn't get too much of rest. 3 plays, though, 64 total yards. Ends with an 8-yard touchdown run by Kyrie Jones, his second of the night. And the Hurricanes lead 22-10 with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter. As always, scoring recaps brought to you by Buccaneer Pawn. Whether you're buying or selling, visit Buccaneer Pawn, 2 locations, Bradenton and Sarasota. Also, all game stats tonight brought to you by CS&L CPAs. Numbers you can count on. Visit them at cslcpa.com for details.
So the Canes lead 22-10, 2:36 to go third quarter. Chris Snyder will come on to do the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff.
Looks like we kept our momentum.
Yeah.
Offense being off a little bit there. Looks like we kept our momentum coming back, obviously. Quick strike 3 plays, and Neville with a great reception and bringing us down. And obviously the getting the flag helps. But it's good to see Kyrie Jones back running like he should after the ACL surgery last year.
All right, here comes Chris. He's going to put his right foot into it. He's going to bang it deep, and this one's going to reach the end zone for a touchback.
We'll take that there, Chris. Good job there.
Third touchback of the season.
Absolutely, not too bad. And listen, that's one thing that you can't stress enough that really you don't really think about as a fan as you're watching. But to make an offense go 80 yards consecutively over and over and over again, it's extremely tough. In high school level. We see it a lot in the pros and college, so we take for granted. But the high school level, for a high school team to consistently have to go 80 yards is tough.
The percentages of going down the field and scoring are much, much lower. Anytime you take it away from any time, that's a speedy kick returner. Like last week, 2 weeks ago, I keep going last week, but last football game, just worried about Mario Williams every time it was kicked.
Yeah.
First down and 10 Mustangs. Madison takes a snap. He looks to his left. Now he's going to pull it down, and he's going to be under pressure. It's going to go down. That's going to be a sack for the Hurricanes. See if we can figure out who has got that sack. We're looking at it. Looks like Devon Stewart. Actually, I believe Zachary Meek was in on that as well.
I believe so. Looks like we got somebody doing. I don't know what. Tyreek Allen's kind of.
Tyreek lays down every time we get a break.
I don't know if he wants the break. Do we want the break?
It's another Hurricane down on the field.
Absolutely fine.
So while we tend to the injured player on the field, we'll take a quick 30-second timeout. You're watching Manatee Hurricane football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Every great team has a coach that leads them to victory.
No.
Often.
I don't know why you can't bring the stuff. I mean, bring the unit that you normally bring, and you just you're doing it in practice all the time, filling them for them. That's the difference.
We help our clients implement their strategic plan. We take a 360-degree approach to help our clients meet their personal goals. My wife Helena and I are proud Manatee High School graduates, and we love our community that we're raising our family in. At Williams Wealth Management Group, our services are more than money.
Back here at Lakewood Ranch High School, Manatee leads 22-10, 2:16 to go third quarter. That was Ron Harley, who was having some cramping issues going off the field, I believe. They're tending to him again as he's gotten off to the side. Trainer's going to stretch him a little bit. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left for Madison and the Mustangs. Madison drops the snap under pressure. Now he's going to roll to his right. He's going to flip it down the field to a wide open receiver. He's going to be across midfield, and again, a breakdown in coverage. 30-yard pickup on the play.
You know, I don't know if it's, safety and the corners not communicating to each other, knowing who has the deep route in that particular job. Maybe it's, hey, we thought he was going to be sacked back there in the backfield, so I can stop the play. And you just can't have those kind of mistakes.
You can never assume somebody's going to get sacked. Play till you hear the whistle. First and 10 Mustangs in Manatee territory. Now Daniels is going to get it going off the right side. He's got 10 yards, 15, and he's going to step out of bounds over there, fortunately. Not before he picks up 16.
I mean, just a normal zone read there off the edge and just runs right around the defenders, and you can see pretty quick possibly Harley being out. It hurts a little bit.
Just as you see yourself an opportunity to kind of put this thing away, they creep right back into the ball game. Madison drops back, fires it out in the flat. Jaleel Duncan this time. He's across the 30 to the 34, maybe 35-yard line.
Well, and to be quite fair, and I don't, we'll see what the thinking was as coaches, and we see, but, you got Jaden Corbett out here playing some corner. I know he did occasionally last year here and there, but hasn't really practiced at all much, and he's out there at corner, and it's hard to jump in a new position like that and know what to do. 2nd
and 7. Madison will hand it to Daniels up the middle, and this time the big mitts out there reaching around, grabbing a hold of him, and he's taken down by 2 Hurricane defenders.
Looked like it was McLeod. Looked like it was McLeod first, number 66.
Yeah.
And then Devon Stewart in there as well. McLeod's having to play some O-line the last game 2 weeks ago against Plain City just because of injury and stuff, and now he's able to come out in the defensive line a little bit and make a good play there.
Yeah, it's something different than we've seen in years past. We got quite a few guys playing both ways, and it's by necessity.
Yeah.
Depth is an issue. 3rd down and 3. He'll flip it out to the left. He's got his receiver, and it's going to be very close to the first down marker. I think he might be about a yard shy.
Looks like he may be shy, at least from this angle, but good job that time by Jaden, seeing the ball being thrown, now coming up and making the play there and getting off the block, and hopefully just short. It looks like they are spotting him just short.
So it'll be 4th and 1, long 1, short 2. Mustangs will go with 3 receivers to the right. We're down under 20 seconds to go here in the third quarter. See if they'll get this play off or not. And now the Mustangs will take a timeout with 11 seconds to go in the quarter. Canes lead 22-10. We'll take a quick timeout to hear from our sponsors. You're watching Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
This isn't just any beach. This is where I grew up. The most beautiful beaches in the world. Incredible water and unbelievable sunsets, which you can experience every time you dine at one of our waterfront restaurants. Such as the Sandbar, where you can dine with your toes in the sand. Enjoy seafood from local waters and produce from our farms to your table. I'm Ed Childs, and I invite you to join me at the Sandbar.
All right, it'll be 4th down and short for the Mustangs. Madison will have 3 receivers to his right. take the snap. He's going to roll right. He's looking for a receiver. He's going to dump it out in the flat. It's going to be close right there at the sticks. And let's see where they put the ball down at.
Left foot or right foot? Left foot or right foot? Right foot, it's a first down. Left foot, it's short, I think.
Boy, that's awfully close. See if they do a measurement. At least do it for the excitement purposes. You got the sticks right there. Why are you trying to eyeball it up? I never understand that.
Never understand.
At least be 100%.
Bring them out.
Right.
Let's not be lazy. We can do a zoom in, theatrical stuff here with the live stream. There we go.
We'll stretch the chains out. Let's see what we got.
We can't see anything from our side.
Just going to watch the referee, and I think he's going to get it. First down, he says.
Tyreek was celebrating.
Tyreek sure thought it was ours.
So I didn't know. Didn't know which way he was going to go there, but yeah, probably by credit card.
So it'll be
not mine.
First down and 10. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. So at the end of 3, Manatee leads 22-10. Mustangs are on the move, driving towards the end zone. We'll take a timeout to hear from our sponsors. You're watching Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Say life is better on the water, where the only measure of time is the disappearing tide and the sound of fishermen returning from a long day's work. That's where you'll find Swordfish Grill, nestled along the quiet Gulf Coast in Florida's oldest fishing village. This is a place to relax, to unwind, and enjoy freshly caught seafood. They say life's better on the water. We couldn't agree more. Swordfish Grill and Tiki Bar, located in Cortez, Florida's oldest fishing village.
This is what I love, clean trucks and clean cars. That's what it's all about. Hi, I'm Zach Callis. I'm the owner of American Car Care Center, the friendliest car wash in Bradenton, Florida. We take pride at what we do here at American Car Care Center. Our employees treat your car like they would treat their own. They're here to make you happy, and our motto is, if you're not happy, tell us. If you're happy, tell a friend.
We're back here, final quarter of play. Manatee leads 22-10. Lakewood Ranch has the ball at the Manatee 22-yard line, first down and 10. 3 receivers to his left. He brings a man in motion. He'll fake it. He's going to step up in the pocket, fly it out. The flat is picked off. That's going to be Iron Jackson, I believe. He's going to be across midfield to the 40, to the 30, outrunning everybody all the way to the end zone.
No flag.
Pay dirt, touchdown, Iron Jackson on the interception.
No flags. Great pick by Iron. Way to see the ball and go take it and then go to pay dirt. Only issue we got right here, we had 2 collisions here by the defensive ends. Collided, just kind of going out to the quarterback. Looks like Harvey and Devon Stewart maybe getting, but they're up. Looks like they're fine now. But what a great job there by Ron Jackson.
He picked that off around the 15-yard line. An 85-yard interception returned by Iron Jackson. The second interception of the year puts the Canes up 28-10, point after looming. Canes are looking over the 2-point conversion situation. They'll take the snap. They're going to step up, throw it to the end zone, and out of the intended receiver's hands. He had him there.
That was the long snapper.
Yep.
McCracken
was there.
And I've seen him do that in practice. Snap it to Jace, and you think they're going to go left, and then there comes the long snapper popping open. I believe maybe another long snapper would have caught that, but I don't, look.
Hey, nothing hurt. We're still 18-point lead. I can't say enough about that interception return. One of our top plays of the night, best plays of the night. And all of our best plays are brought to you by Manatee Memorial Hospital's Emergency Services. That's Manatee Memorial, has you covered 24/7.
Yeah, what a play there by Ron. And really, it's funny you talked about it there before we went to the break of the quarter. You said, look, as soon as you get a chance to kind of maybe put a team away, you let big plays like this happen. All of a sudden they're going in to score, and boom, what happens? Iron comes up big as a player of the game 2 weeks ago against Plain City. Great job by him. And here's what I love about him. Not only is he satisfied with the pick, he wants to go take it to pay dirt. He wants to go make a big play for the team, and he did.
Well, when he picks it off at the 15, he got about close to midfield. There was one guy to beat, and he just kicked on the accelerators, and I mean, he just pulled away.
Absolutely.
He absolutely outran that guy. He had a bit of an angle on him, and he said, "Nah, you don't have me," and took it all the way. Chris Snyder on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Chris puts his right foot into it. This time this kick will come down to Duncan at the 7. He's across the 10 to the 15, trying to get out to the 20. I think he's going to be just shy. Let's see if they'll put him right on the 20-yard line. A 18-yard return. Put a ball start on the 21st down at 10. Manatee leads 28-10, 11:33 to go in our ball game.
Yeah, good coverage there by the defense. And, kickoff coverage, you can't say enough. Unfortunately, our JV team went down last night to Palmetto 18 to 14. And we went and scored at the last minute. We go kick the ball with a minute left. We're up 14-12. Palmetto returns a touchdown back on us.
Oh, no.
So, you can't say enough about special teams and especially kickoff return, which we've done a pretty good job tonight on it.
The Mustangs have the ball on their own 20-yard line, first down and 10. 3 receivers to the right for Madison, 1 to his left. He will hand off. It is fumbled, and Madison will fall back on it. It'll be a loss of 3 on the play. A little confusion on whether he was going to give or take.
Yeah, and that can happen with run the zone read a lot. Listen, I don't know how many times I'm sure this team has done a zone read just like we do zone reads, and you practice the handoff and that sort of thing. But it happens in the heat of the game. Sometimes that ball doesn't, running back doesn't know, are you pulling it or are you giving it?
Second down and 12. They only lost 2 on it. He'll take it. He'll hand off to Daniels up the middle. Daniels has nowhere to go. The Manatee defense swarms all over him short of the 15. Another loss on the play, and Kane's defense after that interception return is woke up.
A little jacked up a little bit. You know what I mean? A little jacked up, a little ready to go. And, you just wish it didn't have to take that to get there. But you know what? We've got some new starters out here. We're replacing 7 guys on defense. There's going to be some hiccups, and they're going to have to learn to play from the beginning of the game and not wait for something big to happen for
I see a couple changes. We got Vamari Welch back here at safety. Third down and long for the Mustangs. Madison takes a snap. He's looking to his right. Under pressure again, and this time he's going to go down again. A hurricane sack. Zachary Meek with the sack. The American Car Care sack.
Great job there by Meek. Coming off his block and really his calls, and he's not going to get the credit, but McLeod off the edge, number 66, causing Madison to step up in the pocket. Meek doing a great job using his hands, getting off the block, and making the sack. I think that's his first sack of the season. Had a tackle the couple series ago, but his first sack of the season at nose guard there.
Great series by the defense there. And, hey, listen, if you're looking for a way to defend your car against that dirt and grime, go to American Car Care. Ask for Zach and tell him go Canes, and he'll take care of all your needs with your vehicle. That's American Car Care, Manatee Avenue West.
Can't say enough about Zach and American Car Care. Listen, my son turned 16 last week. We took a 10-year-old Jeep Grand Cherokee, got it done. Unbelievable detailed job.
Here we go. Drew Clark will punt it away, and it's going to be Tyreek Allen from the 44 across the 40, still dancing forward up to around the 39, 38 is where they're going to place it, 38-yard line of the Mustangs. So Canes will take over. There's 8:59 to go in our ball game. Manatee leads 28-10.
This is kind of the point in the game. Maybe you get some other guys into the game. Looks like Roy Brichette's coming in at running back. This is where you get some guys in that maybe don't get a lot of whole playing time. You're up by a couple, but you still want to go in and get some scores here, put this game really away for the defense to come back again.
1st and 10, Canes at the 38. They'll hand off to Burchett. He gets away from the first guy. He's across the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. That should be enough for about 9 yards, very close to the first down.
You can see the speed he comes. I mean, obviously fresh legs, but he can scoot.
He hits the hole quick.
And he doesn't mind the contact. His dad was a star over at Bayshore High School. Doesn't mind the contact at all.
This time they'll fake it to Burchett. This time Brzezowski goes deep, up over the top. One-handed catch. Unbelievable catch in the right side of the end zone. Jaden Corbett. And a strike of 29 yards right there on the money. And he was actually still backpedaling when he reached over there and made a tremendous catch.
A little bit short throw
great
there.
Concentration.
A little short throw, but great job by Corbett to backpedal and catch it one-handed with his right hand and bring it to his body. Pretty impressive there by Jaden Corbett for, I believe, his second catch of the game. Which last week he's had 6 or 7.
9 last week.
I mean, that's a big difference, but way to make it count when it's supposed to right there.
Chris Snyder on for the point after. It's a snap, low snap. Jace does a good job to set the ball. The kick is up, and it is good, and that'll make it 35-10 Hurricanes. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Manatee Hurricane Football presented by Conley Buick GMC.
Biggest difference is
Welcome back to Lakewood Ranch High School. Manatee leads 35-10, 8:22 to go. And, hey, pretty good drive right there. That was a quick one.
2 plays, another quick one. 38-yard total, 29-yard touchdown catch by Jaden Corbett, his first of the night. He's now got 2 catches, 37 yards and a touchdown. Jace Brzezowski now eclipses 100 yards for the night with throwing 2 touchdowns himself. Or, excuse me, 1 touchdown.
Chris Snyder on for the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. Puts his right foot into it and rifles it down towards the corner, and it's going to get into the end zone, a touchback.
Close one, almost identical to what Lakewood Ranch did earlier, but hitting there on the one and going.
I like angling to that corner.
100%.
I mean, if it goes out of bounds, so be it. Is what it is, but you force them into one area.
Yeah, you take away a lot of the field from them. It's really hard for them to catch one in that corner and return it all the way to the other side. And if your teams like to return right or left, you can kick in the corner and kind of get an opposite of what they're used to returning.
Right.
Now they got to do something on the sideline to kind of regroup.
And certainly beats kicking it down to center where they've got multiple options of what they want to do.
Correct.
Well, this weekend, football galore everywhere. So watch a little bit of football, make your way out to the island, go to the Sandbar Beach House or Mar Vista, one of the 3 best waterfront dining experiences you can have. That's the Sandbar Beach House and Mar Vista. First down and 10. Lakewood Ranch from the 20-yard line. Madison takes a snap. He's looking. He's under pressure. He's going to flip it up, and he was lucky to get that one away as Devon Stewart was draped all over him.
Yeah. Hold that for half a second, and he's sacked. But hey, that goes back. That's a great heads-up job by Madison, getting rid of the ball and throwing away when he could. But great job by Devon Stewart getting past the blocker there on his side. Looked like no one was even there in front of him, really.
Tell you what, since Derek Lewis went out, Zachary Meek has done an admirable job there in the middle.
Absolutely, done a great job. Has a sack and a tackle, and really you cause the middle of the pocket to collapse. The defensive ends can eat.
Here we go, second down and 10 Mustangs. Madison takes a snap. He's looking to his left. Now he's going to roll left, still looking. He's going to take off and run with it, and it's going to be Nathan Hyman to force him out. Nathan was limping, and he's kind of reaching back towards that hamstring as he's going out. And
yeah, I'm hoping it's not the hamstring. Hoping he's maybe just fixing his knee pads or something. Yeah. But, unfortunately, McLeod there, defensive end number 66, loses containment. And really it's because he hasn't played in defensive end. He's had to play O-line, for the past 3 weeks in practice as well, as Derek Maurice was getting back into the game. And so he's got to learn a little bit there to keep contained.
Third down and we'll call it 4. Madison drops back. Again, rolling left. He's going to try and run it for the first down. And I don't know if I think they're going to spot him short of the 30s. They'll bring a fourth and about a length of a football here. Tell you what, next week in practice, we need to be doing some intake of some pickle juice all week.
Yes, no doubt. Well, here's the thing. We talked about it during the break. With this COVID deal, the schools aren't allowed to give kids water. And you're probably thinking, what the heck? Why are they not allowed to give kids water if we're talking about safety for our players? They got to bring their own jugs, and they're allowed to fill them up during the time period. But, look, kids are kids, and they're not bringing a lot of their own jugs.
No. Oh, good job by the defensive line, and this is going to be very, very close. And
left foot or right foot? I'll say it again.
I think he's going to be short this time,
Give us the left
guys.
foot. Yep, it's short. First down.
First down, Canes, and a great job up front right there in that interior. That's going to be Zachary Meek, Devon Stewart. Great job of that push in the middle to keep them from getting it.
Yeah, they got us the last time. It was a 3rd and short. He went up there real quick and tried to do a quarterback sneak. And our guys learned this time, and they did it even with a lack of nourishment and water during practice because we can't serve our guys water.
1st and 10 for the Hurricanes from their own 29. You're really on this water thing right now, aren't you?
Listen, there's a lot of things I think that we've done over the course of COVID. There's some mistakes I think that we've made as a district, but we'll pass that.
Kyrie Jones in the backfield. This is going to be Jace Brzezowski throwing out to Jaden Corbett. He makes the catch, a pickup of 7. 7:16 to go in our ball game. Canes up 35-10.
Going to see Corbett get in the game here now. 2 consecutive catches from Jace. And
hey, looky here. I got a bottle of water.
Get him going. Hey.
You need any?
Yeah. Provided by Lakewood Ranch High School. Thank you.
2nd down and short for the Canes in Mustang territory. Brzezowski takes a snap. He's going to go towards the corner to Jaden Corbett again, and it is caught for a touchdown. Touchdown. Jace Brzezowski to Jaden Corbett. 23-yard strike. And the Canes extend that lead to 41-10. Took a while to get this machine going, but once they got it going offensively, they have been on fire. It's two plays, 3 plays, 2 plays, interception, return, and so far everything's been clicking in the second half.
Yeah, I'd love to see him come out in the second half here and get the wheels moving and shoot. That's a pretty easy score strike there by Jace and Jaden. 2 plays, and it did take us going a little bit. But here's the big key. Well, I said it off the air. No time or no penalties.
Oh, low snap that Jace has to pick up and had nowhere to go on that one. That was just really, it's not Jace's fault. That was just a low snap. It almost rolled back to him right there. So,
yeah, it was low snap.
To the point after attempt, no good. 41-10, Canes, 7:06 to go. We'll take a timeout. You're listening or watching Manatee Hurricane Football, presented by Conley Buick GMC.
That was Wesley.
Is that
it may look like an ordinary tomato to you. It's our Gamble Creek Farm tomato. It's the symbol of our commitment to provide you the freshest and locally sourced ingredients from our farm to your table. Like at the Beach House Restaurant, new from the ground up, with a great contemporary look and an incredibly relaxed atmosphere. It's as beautiful as an island sunset. This is the new Beach House. I'm Ed Childs, and your table is waiting.
Back here at Lakewood Ranch High School, 7:06 to go in our ball game. Hurricanes lead 41-10. Just got another quick scoring strike there from Jace Brzezowski to Jaden Corbett.
21-yard touchdown catch by Corbett. Local scores real quick. 3rd quarter, 20-14. Palmetto over Braden River. 63-0 Venice over Sarasota.
Chris Snyder with the Basil's Chicken and Ribs kickoff. This one's going to come down about the 4-yard line. It's Jaleel Duncan. Duncan's got a little bit of running room. He's going to get it out across the 20 to the 25-yard line. And that's where the Mustangs will take over, trailing by 31. What did you say that Palmetto score was?
20-14.
Wow.
Palmetto over Braden River. 3rd quarter.
Wow.
Just what? A mile away from us here. They're at Braden River.
Yeah.
Not too far away here. And,
next week Palmetto will be coming to Manatee for our first home game of the year finally. Knock on wood. Let's hope there's no weather disturbances or anything that'll mess it all up between now and then. But anyways, 1st and 10, under 7 minutes to play. Lakewood Ranch from their own 25-yard line. Madison takes a snap under pressure. He's going to go down. It's another sack by the Canes. That one right there was, I believe that was McLeod. McLeod comes off the end and a big sack. I mean, he was untouched coming in there. Another sack on the play, another great defensive play. Yeah. American Car Care once again in on it. American Car Care, Manatee Avenue West. Zach is the man down there. And a great staff he has, does a great job with your vehicle.
Fantastic job.
2nd down and 15. This time he'll dump it out, and the ball is almost intercepted. And Tyreek is over there going, man, if that ball would have hung in the air just a hair longer. Well, that wasn't Tyreek. Who's that? 32. 32 on that side. Don't have him on the roster either.
Yeah, one of our young guns, I believe.
We go to these white jerseys, numbers change. I'm going to get on Stollard. We got to fix all this. We'll keep things here as we got a timeout on the field, water break, but we'll hold things right here. Yep, this weekend, football. We got the Gators at noon. We've got Auburn and Georgia later on, and the
Texas A&M and Alabama's at 3:30. Not a
3:30 game.
You know, we'll
big
see
spread in that one, and then Alabama, Georgia later. Clemson will play the nightcapper
Florida
against
State's looking to get their first win against Jacksonville State. We'll see if.
Yeah, where is Jacksonville State?
You know, I know it's not in Jacksonville.
No.
Is that the Aflac question of the night? Fine.
It's the who cares question of the night. Here we go. 3rd down and long. It'll be Madison rolling to his left, still looking downfield. Pressure. He's going to just kind of shovel the thing upward. We've got to hold back in the backfield for sure at the 10, but I would assume we will decline this as that was a 3rd down attempt.
Yeah, one thing that I was trying to say earlier before we went to break, the second half, no penalties for us on offense, and that's a huge difference. In the first half, had 6 penalties, mainly all holding penalties that negated a lot of big plays. The big run by Jabari, and then also we're kind of off on some pass routes and things like that. But the holding calls really can put you in a hole, 3rd and longs and 2nd and longs, and get you out of your play calling. So great job in the second half here, by not getting hurt, penalties.
Who's our return guy there?
This 22. Is EJ, number 22, young guy again. Again, another guy who can fly.
All right, well, let's see if he can put on a show for us right here as he stands right at midfield, awaiting the punt. Mr. Clark's been busy here in the second half punting the football. A good snap to him. He's going to get it away, and let's see if he can become electrifying here as he takes it from the Lakewood Ranch 49. He does. He gets across the 50. Still on his feet. Bounces out again, and, man, he is quite elusive. He turns what looked to be not much of a gain. Gets the ball all the way to the 34-yard line. So that's a 17-yard punt return. It appeared to be what was going to be about a 5 or 6 yard return.
Yeah, he can scoot him tight. He's very elusive. The first they call it a dead leg. That first move that he gives to get open the field, only a sophomore, he's going to be a good one.
Yeah, he's got some moves, that's for sure. 5:40 to go in our ball game. Roy Burchett offset to the left of Jace. Roy will get it. He's going to be across the – he lowers his head down and just plows the guy over. He doesn't mind now when he gets it all the way to the 25-yard line, and enough for a first down, a 10-yard pickup.
I told you, he's a little scat back, but if you see him, he's built like a little brick house, and you only think he's a kind of quick twitch fast guy, but he'll bring the wood with him, and his dad was a great running player himself at Bayshore.
He may not be tall, but he's put on some size from last year to this year. Here we go again as Burchett, and he's going to sidestep a guy and turn in what should have been no gain into about a 6-yard gain.
Keeping his legs moving, keeping his legs going. Great job there by Lil Roy. and excited to see him getting some playing time. Had a hurt hip last year on JV and didn't get to play, but other than maybe half a game, and had some kind of hip injury. But good to see him back.
2nd and 4. Hey, you know what? Why don't you just pitch it out to him? I want to see him do something out in open field. Here we go. They'll hand it to him straight up the gut again, and this time they grabbed him by the ankles. He had nowhere to go. And
yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him outside, maybe a little toss or, a little sweep out to the outside and let him go. Let him see the wheels.
So small loss on the play, set up 3rd down and 6. Nothing else. They just let him flare out and toss a little screen to him, but I'd like to see him get out on the perimeter. This time he's going to take it. He's going to fire it out in the flat. We got a receiver.
They did not give him a spot. He caught it at the sticks or a little beyond.
He's going to be short by a yard, so 4th down, and they're certainly going to go for it. 3:30 to go in our ball game. 41-10. Jace will take it, hand off to Burchett, nowhere to go, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. That time, not much blocking up front for him. He really had no running room whatsoever. So the Canes will turn it over on downs. It'll go back to the Mustangs. 3:17 to go in the ball game. 41-10 Hurricanes.
Well, a quick series there, and not really a great one. And, ending a couple good plays there by Roy run the ball, and then all of a sudden
Roy's also kind of put in a tough situation. We're running the ball inside tackles there, so then they're selling out inside the box or loading the box up on you, so you got to make something happen out there. Still think if you'd have gone to the outside a little bit, maybe you could make something up.
Absolutely.
But is what it is. You try and work and get your guys up front. I know Coach Shakir just say, hey, we got to be tougher in the middle. We got to be able to own the line of scrimmage, and that's really what he tries to preach to our guys. We have got to own the line of scrimmage. You can reestablish that line, you can make good things happen. With bar none, games are won and lost right there. 1st down and 10 Mustangs. They'll be at their own 15-yard line. Just a snap, and we've got a flag, and I think it's going to be offsides on us. I think we got a quick jump off the end that time.
Looked like me jumped a little bit too early.
He got in there quick one time. That time he got in there a little too quick. Well, folks, I'll give you a little interesting thing to sit and think about. This right here will be the Manatee Hurricane football program's win number 699. Next week we'll be at home against the Palmetto Tigers, going for win number 700. Now, I can't think of a better way to get one than against them.
And just to let everybody know that accomplishment, we are the highest winning or most winning school in the state of Florida by about 2 or 3 games over Lake City, Columbia. And there's a lot of really, really, really good football played in Florida, high school football. And for us to be the most winningest program means a lot and says a lot to the tradition that we've set here back till 1915 or so. So, big number win number 99, 699 tonight. I don't know if I could have picked a better team to possibly go win 700.
Oh, and trust me, they're going to know it, too, when they come.
They will absolutely know it.
Yeah.
I know Marino and Chris Brazelton and them over there and Cucci, they'll know it. And that's okay. And there's no other better way you want it. Let them come in and spoil the night. We had a big celebration several years ago with our 100-year celebration. And it was against Palmetto as well that night. And, 700, other than maybe win a state championship on your 700th game.
It's a huge number. It's a great situation. And when you look at the particular, hey, listen, we know they're going to know what's happening. Everybody's going to know what's happening. They're going to come in. Palmetto beat us last year. We're going to try and return the favor. It's now, we've got a name for the whole thing. It's the, Cross River Rivalry is what it's been named at this point in time. So it's rather exciting. Unfortunately, we don't have a full house. It would be unbelievable. So 3rd down and long. Madison will tuck it and take off running. He's going to have enough for a first down. He'll fumble the ball, but it got out of bounds. So, yeah, the excitement for next week's game is going to be unbelievable. And we're going to do something a little special next week. We're doing a combination broadcast. It's going to be myself in the booth doing play-by-play for our Hurricanes. Brian Varnador, the play-by-play guy for the Palmetto Tigers, will do theirs. We're going to set up a kind of a game day situation beforehand. 2 people from Palmetto. We're going to have Chad Choate, probably Gene or Kevin down there with the pregame stuff. So kind of doing a little different twist on it. Tiger Vision will be handling everything for us from the video side of it. So you still go to manateefootball.com. When you click the link, it's going to take you. You're going to get the same feed across the board with it. So it's going to be a great time. We have a great relationship with those guys, and I look forward to that broadcast.
And I would encourage, look, we're allowed about 2,500 people there. Tickets are still available to the game to be there. You just got to do it online. And we'll post that on manateefootball.com and also Manatee Facebook.
Completed pass by the Mustangs. Will take the ball all the way down to the inside the 20-yard line with 1:21 to go. Yeah, the nice thing is you can go on that ticket spigot and get your tickets through there. Palmetto Manatee use the same exact same thing. So weird part is not all the high schools use the same.
No, Lakewood Ranch tonight did not use ticket spigot, and
it's weird.
It's
failure to communicate. First down and 10. Coming up on 1 minute to play. He'll throw it out into the flat and completed pass, but immediately tackled at the spot. Short gain on the play. Yeah, we didn't get to hear from Gene or Kevin tonight. We had some issues with that sideline, Mike. Yeah, we have it here every time we come here, even Braden River, for whatever reason. I don't know. I've got horrible reception on my phone out here, but it's just the norm. 2nd down and 9. Madison will take the snap. He's going to fire across the middle. It's going to be almost intercepted, in and out of the hands. Should have been picked off. That ball hit about 3 guys.
Almost looks like volleyball there for a second there.
Well, hot potato. Nobody actually wanted that one. 22 seconds remaining in our game. So while it appeared to be an interesting game early on, I think just took a while to get the motor running here, and things turned out pretty much the way I expected them to.
Yeah, no question. I mean, I think we struggled early on offensively, mainly just a little bit off on some of our pass routes and throwing and catching, but also penalties killed us, man. There's no question. You come out in the second half, you have no penalties on offense. You can post, 35 points. And that's probably what we were accustomed to. I thought we were going to do in the first half. But, look, penalties come at you sometimes.
Yeah.
And one thing I love about Coach Shakir, his staff, and the guys, the adversity when it strikes, pushing through the adversity and fighting through that. And again, another example tonight of that being said, kind of being in a game where you think, hey, we're probably better on paper, but they fought us in the first half there, and luckily offense got rolling in the second half.
They played a good job, a very good game in the first half against us. I held us in check, and those are things too. As a coach, you go back and you look, and you're going to try and figure stuff out, and we'll find out what we did right and what we did wrong.
Yeah,
you'll correct those things. A big game.
Sorry to interrupt you, but fourth quarter, 10 minutes left. Braden River has just scored to make it 21-20 over Palmetto. 10.5 left there. Just pulling up Tiger Vision on my phone, and
kind of surprised.
Yeah,
I can't imagine they were overlooking Braden River to us. So
right,
they always have a tight game with Braden River. I don't care.
Usually is pretty tight.
Here he goes, Madison towards the end zone, and it's going to be caught for a touchdown. Just a little something for the Mustangs. 5 seconds to go in our ball game, and
Palmetto just fumbled the kickoff return, and Braden River has it on Braden River's on Palmetto's 20-yard line.
Uh-oh. not really what I want. I kind of want Palmetto to win. I don't like seeing teams that get beat before we get to them.
Oh, you always want to play teams at their best, and it's always like the Florida State rivalry, which unfortunately won't happen this year probably. But you're always. I remember those '90s, the '90s teams growing up as a kid when we're both undefeated, number 1, number 2, and you're playing for national championship. That's what you want, and you always want to have teams undefeated, and their only loss comes to you.
Extra point was up and good, and for whatever reason, we ran 5 seconds off on the extra point, which is no big deal. So that'll be our final score here tonight, 41. I don't know why they put the number on our side, but I don't even know if they know what they're doing over there. 41-17 should be our final. So the Canes victorious. They will move to 2-0 on the season, and next week we will be at home against the Palmetto Tigers, who are in a barn burner right now with the Braden River Pirates.
Yeah, go check them out. Palmetto Tiger Vision, and they're still playing. They do a great job over there with their stuff. So check them out. They still got about 10 minutes left in the quarter.
Chad, I think we kind of recapped most everything in the last couple of minutes as this thing was winding down. For everybody involved in tonight's broadcast, Todd Solito, Kevin Van Ostenbridge, Gene Brown, and my right-hand man, Chad Choate. This is Danny Carter saying so long, everyone. We'll see you next week at Manatee High School.